Wayman's quits office job to work at McDonald's, breaks down in tears after one shift. So, she didn't understand like what an actual difficult job was. Well, I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. A Wayman's who quit her cozy work from home job to become a McDonald's employee is already regretting her decision after just one day. It's not very often that corporate workers decide to switch up their careers by moving into the fast food industry, but that's what TikToker, Lazy Maria, okay, or Mariah, did after getting fed up with working from home. Imagine getting fed up with working from home. Like you could literally do whatever you want. Now you save all that time traveling, you save all the money on gas. If it's a slow day, you could use it on productive things. You're not just going to sit there twiddling your thumbs, doing busy work, pretending to work. In a viral video, a former office employee showed herself getting dressed in her McDonald's attire for the first time while going over all the reasons for the sudden career change. Oh, just wait till you hear that. While the Whammons was definitely loving it at first, the things turned south when she realized just how stressful working at McDonald's actually was, causing her to break down and start crying. That's not uncommon. Like when I worked at Burger King, like we've actually had people quit on the spot. Like when like 4 buses pulled into the parking lot and they just like, nah, I'm not doing this. I quit. They just walked out, got changed in the bathroom, dropped off their uniform and left. And according to Laisha, working from home was making her lazy and it was beginning to affect her in a big way. Oh, and then she found out how lazy she's always been when she actually had a real job. I need to be out of the house to be motivated, so I got a job out of the house to just get me out, to get me more motivated and stop being so lazy, she exclaimed. I find I get more done when I have things to do. Now, if she was smart, she would have done the McDonald's thing part-time and maybe tried it for a weekend or two. But she probably quit her day job. Genius. Despite the TikToker being all hyped for her first shift, things went downhill with the Whammons revealing her face was full of tears by the time the day finally ended. Hey, princess, this is what a real job looks like. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be going back, if I'm going to go back tomorrow. I've got bills to pay. It's just bleak out here, she sobbed. Well, unless you could get another cushy office job, you better be going back there tomorrow, is all I'm going to say. In the caption, Leisha noted that she was rethinking her life decisions, adding that the work was long and she hates people. Yeah, so working fast food will definitely make you hate most of the human population, but it'll actually make you a much better person when you're dealing with other service employees. Because even if they screw up your order, there's no point in chewing them out for it because they've already been chewed out by 30 other people for shit they didn't do before you even got there, which is probably why they screwed up your order in the first place. And so far, she hasn't revealed whether or not she actually decided to go back to work at the Golden Arches, but it just goes to show that working in the fast food industry can be very daunting. Watch she tries to go back and beg for her old office job back. How hilarious would that be? Imagine being her boss. Oh man, working customer service will make you hate people in general. I agree with that. I agree fully. I've worked multiple customer service jobs. I guess on the topic of Burger King or fast food work, I was thinking about it actually when I read that article the first time. Because I used to work not just at Burger King. I worked at an understaffed Burger King. We went through like entire lunchtime and dinner time rushes, like fucking sporting events going out and bus loads of like fucking high schoolers showing up at that Burger King to eat on their way back home with like 2 or 3 people in the whole store. There's nothing any fast food job could do to me that I didn't already survive and overcome when I worked at Burger King. And this is actually why I get pretty pissed off when I go to a fast food place. I'm like one of 3 people waiting for our orders. And I can see 10 plus people in the back. and it still takes 5 to 10 minutes to get my order out. Like, my boss would have fired me on the spot if I didn't have all three of us out within a minute. So I already have experience doing that. There's nothing fast food could do to me that's worse than what it already did to me. So I'm not worried at all. The only thing that would hurt me is losing the time. Like, if I had to travel to and from that fucking fast food place again, no, it goes get changed, get not on the clock, of course. And then work in a type of job where there is no downtime for me to do personal work if I wanted to, and then go home, do the same thing again. Like, that's what would kill it for me. The hardest thing for me to adapt to is I'd have way less time, and so I'd have to cut back on my personal projects. But the work itself, I don't think I'd have a problem with. I've already done it.